Now, I don't think by now it's a stretch of the imagination that you want to get right in my face and, let me have it. Maybe deservedly so, because I am a brash young punk. And after all, it is 2012, Google Latitude and all. And just to be perfectly, precisely clear, there's no vagary, there's no backhanded insinuations of any kind. Clearly, you track Sariana. I don't appreciate it. Don't do it. With that said, hi Chris. Do you want to keep pestering Sariana with your text messages? And your really creative ones, I have to give it up to you. Comb applause. Comb applause. Get it? Like a morgue. You send the same thing over and over 7 times? And you tell me I'm out of my mind? Okay, you know what? Maybe I am out of my mind. Maybe you're on some kind of psycho level that is just so far beyond everyone else's that you truly comprehend something that no one else does. Because as far as I know, that is one of the lamest, weakest maneuvers I've ever heard of. It's so positively laughable. I'm not even here being the bravado, macho, machismo man that you hope that I am. I'm not just the guy that happens to look like this without flexing, But I am also that guy. I'm also retardedly wealthy. And absurdly brilliant. And I will pester you exactly as much as you ask for. And if you keep asking for it, Chris, I'm going to keep pestering you. And if you think you can threaten me or Sariana in any way, shape, or form, honestly, I've been doing nothing but anxiously waiting. I'm surprised you haven't yet. I'm not anxious to get into a fisticuffs with you. I use those terms because I'm a Jew. Unlike you. I don't know what you are. I think you're just red. Point being, I'm not a violent man. I never have been one. I've never needed to be one, because I've been fed with a silver spoon my whole life. But that doesn't mean that when you keep pestering me, and you are pestering me now. Well, actually, to be perfectly honest with you, you're entertaining me. But when you pester Sariana, see, then I have to be pissed off tough guy. And then I have to be like, hey, guess what? Remember who I am? I'm the guy that's with Sariana. And you know your t-shirts? Get over them. Seriously? Notice I haven't used an obscenity once. It's a very deliberate thing. It's what gentlemen do. If you were truly mature, if you were truly wise beyond your years, which you clearly are not, for many, many reasons, which I will be so happy to expound upon, to use your perfectly lawyer and legal and grandiloquent language, prose, positively florid, Chris. If you know any of those words, brava, brava, because that's what you're trying to sound like and you can't. Oh God, I know it must burn so bad. I know it must burn so bad. You want to just come to wherever I am, and I know you know where I am, and just kill me. Well, you know what, buddy? Here I am. Let's talk it out. If you can really prove to me that you are owed anything, I'm a very equitable man. I'm a man of my word. My word is bond. That's kind of how I came up playing poker. You can't bet what you don't have. Get in trouble if you do. You, on the other hand, being a career thief, you probably don't know much about that. That's a whole nother story. We don't have to get into that. I don't have to get into that with the police. Because, you know what? I'm not interested in retribution. I don't think that's my place on this earth. But when you start interfering with my life and the life of my dearest loved one, that's when it's no longer retribution. It is simply retaliation. You know what? That's not the right word. It's not retaliation. It's defense. Because retaliation to me presupposes this idea that, I have a choice. That I might not have to. But when you're constantly, interminably, did you know that one? I know I'm such a fucking cocksucker. I know, it's such a pompous prick. I know it. Oh, but dude, you gotta check out my drum set. You're gonna love it. You know why? Because it's so much more expensive than yours. Oh, here's all my guitars. And Sarion and stuff. Oh, all that stuff. Those are my friends. And here's some artwork from her ex-boyfriend, which I love. It's really cool. Here's the rest of my house. It kind of looks like Sari's house, doesn't it? Her parents' house over in Brookfield. This is just a mishmash of, all my drums. My $8,000 Roland drums. And God, I know, you pride yourself on a $600 haircut. But an $8,000 drum set? Wow, what a fucking tool, right? I know, right? Man, just fucking shitty, untuned bass drum, snare, hi-hat, crash, thrash, blast beats. Do you even know what a blast beat is? Could you perform one for any amount of time? Seriously doubt all. I would love it if you'd prove me wrong. Chris, I would love it if you'd come into my house. I would love to see you. I'd love to keep your company. Because that way, I am so certain that we'd never have to deal with each other again. This isn't a threat. I'm not a violent person. I will continue to stress this out. Stress this to you. Because I'm not a stressful guy. I am incredibly muscle-bound in a way which I'm sure makes you very jealous. Because you're not. And if it did come to fisticuffs, because I am a Jewish man, it would have to come to fisticuffs. I can tell you right now, I've never laid a hand on one person in my entire life. And lots of faggots like you have tried to. You know what I've always done? I've taken the truer higher ground, and I've simply run. Oh, call me a faggot if you want. I just ran away. It's not because I'm afraid. It's not because I'm not afraid. I hear you're a phenomenal fighter. I hear you're very quick, very agile. And I hear that you're very angry, and you've got lots of red in you. And you know what? I believe that. I've got lots of blue in me. Lots of cold. It'd be an interesting matchup. Not one I would ever like to see, by the way. But in the interest of keeping things brief, which, I've been doing a tremendous job of doing as a video, so I'd like to continue talking about other things, like what? I'm drawing a blank. Fill me in, Chris. What's that? No rebuttal? Oh. Well, shucks, you know what I just remembered? You said that if I had contacted you again, that you would make a record of my contacting you, and that record would show. Oh no, I'm quaking in my hospital booties. Oh, I'm positively a Twitter with fright. Oh, Chris Prorock. Oh, the mad genius of bootlegging. The one that everybody knows about. The one that nobody's scared of. And not me, buddy. Because I know exactly where you're at. And the more fights that you try to start, the smaller your penor is. I know, it sucks, man. My penis isn't huge or anything, but I heard it's bigger than yours. And you know what? It's better than yours, too. But don't tell anyone. I won't tell anyone, don't worry. We're cool, we're pals. But if you ever want to have a three-way or anything, I've been checking out those profile pictures. Some of those models that you're banging, they're banging, bro, man. Like, we gotta tag team them.